Hey everybody, hope you had a really good weekend. This is Eldred Bird. Tonight I thought I would want to talk a little bit about reviews. And I'm not talking about New York Times or, the Post or any of those professional reviewers. What I'm talking about is the readers, reader reviews, and how important those are to authors. Someone like Stephen King or Clive Cussler or, James Patterson, they're not going to care quite as much about your Amazon review or your Goodreads review or Barnes and Noble as someone more like, say, an independent author or a new author. They can be traditionally published, but it's their first book. It's going to make a big difference to them. Um, if you watch, if you go onto Amazon or onto any of the places where you buy your books, be it Barnes and Noble or whatever, especially your electronic books, you'll see a lot of independent authors. And there's a lot of talk about how many reviews a person gets, how that makes a difference. And, just in general, what it, you know, what it means to them if you reach a certain level in reviews on Amazon, that they'll do more promotion or things like that. I'm not going to give any numbers because, to tell you the truth, there's a lot of different numbers out there. But what it does mean to that independent author is that you're actually reading their book and they want to see that. We want to have some feedback. Myself being an independent author, um, we really count on the readers to let us know what's going on, and how they really feel about what we're doing, because that's how we improve our craft. That's how we know that we're really reaching you and that you're getting the message that we're trying to put across, and if we're not putting that message across. So the way you tell us that is reviews, and that's also how you pay us. If you got a book for free, which independent authors, we do tend to do a lot of free giveaways because we want that feedback. We want to know what people think about our writing so that we can improve on our craft. And so what I want to do is I want to ask people, do you review? Um, we get a lot of people requesting, requesting to read our books, and a lot of people like to do it. But what I want to know is, do you actually review? Because it's very important to us. Um, I personally don't have that many reviews on my books, and I know people that have a lot less. And I guess it sounds like I'm begging a little bit, which I am. I have to admit, I am begging right now. I need those reviews just like any other independent author. It's what we live on. It's how we get to know our readers as well, and we do like to respond to those reviews. We want to know what you think about our books, and that helps us to shape the stories in the future. It helps us to know what we do and don't want to be doing in the future. If you're telling us that something just doesn't jive or something like that, great. We want to know that. And a review doesn't take a lot to do. You don't have to sit down and do a blow by blow of the entire book. What we want, just say, how many stars do you give it? And you know, I liked it. I didn't like it. The characters were great. The characters didn't do so well. So that's what I really want to see. Anything that you give us is good. One sentence, one word. Um, but we really do want to know, and it is important to us, like I said, more so to the independent author than it is to some of the others. Like the bigger people who are already published by the big companies and such. Um, but there are, like I said, a lot of first-time authors out there who have been signed by big publishers. They're looking for that too, because that tells the publishing companies that this is someone who is worth promoting and getting to the next level. Um, and you guys are the most important person that we're trying to reach. We're not trying to reach those critics We're not trying to entertain those critics. We're not trying to give a message to those critics. We're trying to get that to you, the reader. And so what I'd like to ask is, not just for me, but for all independent authors and all new authors, please, please, please give us your feedback. Let us know what you think. Go to wherever you got your book, be it Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Kobo, wherever it is that you like to buy them, Smashwords, and leave a review for that author. Not just for me, but for that author. And we will definitely get back to you. We'll leave you feedback as well. A thank you. Maybe you'll get a mention. If you get a really good review, we may even put it on our next book. In the next, we may use your review in our advertising. We may use it in, to try and get people to look at our books. So please, please, please. I know I'm begging, but at this point, I really like to see those reviews from all of you, for myself and for other authors. And for all